What is your number one goal for Jeremiah as his mom?
To help to find an actual cure and to keep him alive and healthy. But not just alive, but with a good quality life.
How do you gauge if he's having a good quality of life?
His feet, his wiggles, his smiles.
Tell me a little bit more about how you gauge his happiness by the wiggles in his feet.
I think he told you. If he's happy, he loves to wiggle his feet just really, really fast like that. The kinds of things that he's been through, and for him to still wiggle his feet, it's just amazing.
Jaden, tell me about your brother.
He's awesome. He likes to play with blocks. And he's kind of bad.
He's kind of bad? How is he bad?
He throws everything, stays up late.
Or if he's upset with them, he won't let them play with his toys. So they'll try to help him stack his blocks, and Jeremiah will just look at them like that and snatch his blocks back.
Tell me about his relationship with his older brothers.
They're helpful. They sacrifice a lot.
Josias, tell me about your family.
We don't get to go out much places because of COVID, and we can't risk the baby getting sick. So we just stuck in the house.
What's it like for you to make that sacrifice for your brother to keep him healthy?
I'm willing to do anything for him.
They never pick at him. They just always help out. Everything from bath time. They help me with trach care every night. My eldest can even draw up his meds. They know how to work the feed-in pump. They know how to prime the bag, how to connect it to him. So they're just helpful.
What's your favorite thing to do with your baby brother?
Play the blocks with him, play with his toys with him.
What kind of games do you play with the blocks?
I build a tower and he destroy it.
Does he like destroying the tower?
Yes, sir.
He does it on purpose?
Yes, sir.
Do you ever get mad that he destroys your tower?
No, sir.
Do you ever see him pushing your mom's buttons on purpose?
A lot. He will drop a toy. She will go to pick it up. But as soon as she hands it to him, he throws it right back down and laughs.
What do you think when he does that?
Just bad. I don't know who he get it from.
How can you tell the difference between him dropping it because of the low muscle or him throwing it to tease you?
He smiles. He has this cheeky smile that he'll do after. Or he'll start to wiggle and squirm his body because he's excited.
What is the name of Jeremiah's syndrome?
It is called TK2D. Thymidine kinase 2. And basically, it is a mitochondrial DNA depletion syndrome. Jeremiah is a spunky toddler, just trying to adapt and stay resilient and live. He was born healthy, per se. But then around the age of 5 months old, I noticed he started regressing a little bit. Regressing meaning certain things he could have done, such as lift his head or try to sit up a little bit. He wasn't able to do it anymore. At first, doctors thought that he was just being lazy. But unfortunately, with rare diseases, if they're not educated about it or know about it, they can't recognize it. So I started recording him and taking pictures every single day to prove that something was wrong. We finally got a PT referral, and Miss Jessica, she was able to let us know that he needed genetic testing done, and it wasn't him just being lazy or weak or anything like that. Genetic testing confirmed in August of 2019 that he had a rare mitochondrial DNA depletion syndrome. Basically, the disease itself, it's profound progressive muscle weakness. So that basically means he just gets weaker over time. And with him being the person with the earliest onset in the world, as well as the first African American male with it, it was definitely life-changing and devastating. So even though he was only given a few months left to live, here we are 2 years later. We're getting ready to celebrate his 3rd birthday in January.
What do you want other people to know about your brother?
That
You could think of anything.
they wish he could get better.
Do you think about that often?
Yes, sir.
And Jeremiah, I'm having such a great time with you hearing your story. I'm really happy I get to be here with you today. Is it important for people to address Jeremiah directly?
Yes, because he is a person, and we try to always include him because of everything that he has to be connected to. It was easier to have everything set up in the living room. In addition to that, it allows him to live in here, and that kind of connects with our inclusive environment. So if I'm in the kitchen cooking, he's still a part of it. If the boys are at the table doing their homework or eating or playing, he's a part of it. If we're having family game time where we do like bingo or Jenga, he's still a part of it. If we're watching TV, he's a part of it.
Is it easy to balance the needs of Jeremiah and the needs of your 3 other boys?
No, it's not. Definitely not. But we make the best out of it.
How much of your day is spent in this room with Jeremiah?
All of it, other than bathroom breaks.
What's it like for you to see the way your mom takes care of Jeremiah?
It's good that she puts all her time and effort to helping him get better.
What does your mom teach you about your younger brother?
Teach me stuff that help him out.
What kind of stuff?
Like trait stuff and next stuff. And about his neck.
What did she teach you about his neck?
Like, she gotta change it every day, the trait.
I noticed his toes wiggle when you went to suction him. Does he enjoy being suctioned?
Sometimes, yeah.
Why is that?
Well, if he has too much secretions that's blocking his airway, it's going to be harder for him to function. So knowing that I can keep his airway clear probably makes him happier. Every muscle from eyelids, mouth, heart, your GI system, how your body processes food, being able to swallow, your legs, even your core. So when he's sitting up, when you're sitting up, you have to actually use your core. That's muscles in order to just function. So with this disease, what it does, it pretty much breaks all of your muscles down. Your energy's depleted, and it's hard to do things like breathe. It's hard to move. It's hard to eat. So you have just so many different levels of support just to be able to survive.
Are you grateful that all this equipment exists to help out Jeremiah?
I am. I definitely am. I know there are a lot of people who don't believe in life-sustaining equipment, but I see it as a blessing from God, in that with Him being the creator, He allows us to create and to become innovative, to do things such as save a life.
You said you know there's people who have that contrarian opinion. How do you know people have that opinion?
Because they comment it. There have been people who make comments on his social media that he doesn't need to be connected to a ventilator because that's basically torture, and that he won't have a good quality of life or anything at all. And that's fine. Everybody can have their own opinion.
Are those the happy wiggles?
Yes, that's Happy Wiggles.
Do you work hard to make sure those toes are always happy wiggling?
I try. But then I understand at the same time he's a toddler. And he's a human being. So he's going to have moments when he's upset, and we just have to work through it.
What are some things that will typically make him upset?
If I take away his blocks to work on something else, if a commercial comes on TV, if he has gas in his tummy, he can't burp. So I have to use a syringe to get the gas out of his extension from his feeding line.
What's the most important thing for others to know about your brother?
Probably. He's fun to hang with.
Why do you think that's important for others to know?
Because he's a cool person that should be known.